Mr. Bright? Ms. Fallin?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I do have a couple of questions, and I too support eliminating the estate tax and hope we can accomplish that before it expires. I would like to ask Mrs. Neese a couple of questions. Why is the estate tax more burdensome on a small family business than the larger ones?
Well, I'm not sure that it's more burdensome on small business other than it costs small business owners so much to get into compliance and to make sure that they're able to pass that small business on to the next generation. And especially in today's economy, a lot of small businesses are really hurting, and it's difficult for them to just make payroll. And so to know that they've got to take another $5,000 or $7,500 to help them with estate tax planning is a huge lump to take out of their budget when they could be using those dollars to market and continue to sell their wares and keep themselves in business.
That would make sense, and I would assume that those small business owners may not have the level of expertise in accounting as some of the larger ones might.
They definitely have to have an attorney who may, perhaps the large corporations have an attorney on staff, and human resource people that the large corporations have on staff. So absolutely correct.
That's good. If I could ask Mr. Spo a question. You said that you carry a life insurance policy to protect your family against the expense of an estate tax. Can you just elaborate a little bit more why it is important for companies in industries with low capital and small margins to have something like that?
Well, if you want to pass your business on, you have to. Because if something would happen, there's no money there for the payment of the tax. So you really don't have any choice. I guess you could say if you don't do it, you're setting a plan that really isn't a plan. So what they say, a plan is a no. You can have a no plan be a plan. And if you don't have the insurance and you don't do some planning, then you're willing to let your business go and all the years that your parents put into it and the hours that my wife and I put into it and the hours that the kids are putting into it. That means nothing if you don't buy that insurance, so that at least you have the cash to pay that tax.
Thank you. That's very good. I know we're short on time, so Madam Chairman, I'll relinquish my time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Nye?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. My questions were largely answered. I just wanted to say thank you for coming here. I know it's arduous to get into Washington, but it is important for us to hear from you, for us to be able to make good policy. We have to hear from people who are on the front lines every day, who are experiencing this, trying to keep up with the regulations, paying the expenses that you've talked about today in terms of keeping up with all this code. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time to come sit here before us, because we need to see from people who are out there on the front line every day for us to make good decisions. So we appreciate you being here. I yield back.
Ms. Dahlkemper?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I apologize for coming in late. I had another hearing, but I just want to thank you also, and I don't have any further questions at this point, so I appreciate your testimony today and appreciate you coming in front of us. I yield back.
Okay, so I do have a question. We all support your concern and regarding the state tax, but we have a lot of competing interests right now, and one of them is facing rising deficits and the impact this could have on our economy in the future. Estimates say that repeal will cost $1 trillion over 10 years. So if there is an exemption,